Hello guys, Takwa FX here. Good morning to everyone, according to where you are watching me from. So today I'll be taking you guys on the trade I took on US30. It was so amazing. It was a nice trade, man. So on my US30, I started from H4. Start from H4 down to M15, from M15 down to the smallest time frame, as in the small time frame I can possibly use for this trade. It was nice one. 1 to 30 hour, but I ended up taking 1 to 10. So without further ado, let's get straight to the charts. So guys, do me a favor by clicking on the likes button, turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop a new video, you get along with it. Let's get started. Back to the charts. This was yesterday. I marked out this zone on US30. This was about 1 to 30 hour. It was 1 to 30 hour using 1 minute chart. Let's go through how I was able to cut that. Guys, do me a favor by clicking on the likes button, turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop a new video, it will get to you. So without further ado, let's get started. Now I'm on my H4. I started this with H4, which I had to first turn my chart to line chart. So after I turned the chart to line chart, I noticed there was a break. I noticed there was a break of structure right here. I noticed there was a break of structure right here on my H4. On my H4, there was a break of structure right there. Let me make it bold. Yeah, there was a break of structure right there. So after this break of structure, I already know that the market is going to the downside. So I had to pick my rectangular tool. I picked my rectangular tool, and here was where I marked, because this was the low. This was the recent high that led to break of this structure. And I also marked this low, which happens to be where the market will come into if the analysis was okay. But I was waiting to take this trade on my during my London or my New York section. So this was what happened. After which I marked everything on my H4. I went to my M15. As of this point, I had to turn everything to my normal candle. So this is what happened. So I turned everything to normal candle. That was where I saw that the zone I marked, the last down candle before this happened, was almost at that point. So it was almost at that point. So after which this was done, I went to my M15. So on my M15, I was waiting patiently to look for a break of structure. As of this point, I was losing out because the London section, which I was waiting for this to play out, was already out, and then we came into New York section. On my New York section, the New York section has already been playing out, but what I noticed after in my New York section was this: there was a break of structure in the New York section. But before the market get to that very point, which this structure was shift, it was already it wasn't in New York section anymore. It wasn't in my New York section anymore. So this point, ah, I could not take this trade. But when I woke up this morning, because I use Asia. This is the indicator I use, Lux Argo, Asia section by Lux Argo. That is the one I use. So when I woke up this morning, I noticed that I always use my smaller time frame, the least time frame, not seconds, to place my trade. So during this London section, I saw that the market has already tapped into where it's supposed to be my entry zone if it was to happen during the the New York section, which I was waiting for. Because when I went to my 1 minute chat, here on my 1 minute, everything was clear. Here on my 1 minute, everything was clear. Let's see how it goes on my 1 minute. So right here, I'm on my 1 minute. So here on my 1 minute, this happens to be the last here, the last down candle before the move start was here. Was this very one? So that was where it's supposed to be, and my stop loss will be a bit above that zone. And my targets, let's go back to, I don't want the this thing to be too long. And the first target is there, which you can see. That is the first target that was made, which is about 1 to 10, 1 to 11 already. But if the reason why that happens to be 1 to 11, it's because I was using the when you see the zone on my 1 minute chart, you can see a hanging man there, which if you place a trade with that hanging man from that point till here, will give us sweet 1 to 30 RR. It will give sweet 1 to 30 RR, but to be at the safe side so that the market won't just move away from the zone and us left us behind. That is why you're supposed to place the trade as I do right there. So that was how the US30 happened, but I didn't take this trade based on this. Didn't give me the entry where I supposed to enter. It didn't give me the entry on my New York section. This this entry happens during Asia, which I don't trade during Asia. During Asia, we are sleeping here in Nigeria. So that was what happened yesterday. I hope you can learn something. You can know how you can shift from your H4 to M15, from M15 to M1 for you to find your entry when you are trading US30. US30 is very volatile, so you look for a smaller you look for a smaller risk where you can risk small and earn big. If it doesn't go your direction, you stay out. Even though you stay 2 weeks before you take a trade, fine and good. It's better than you losing every day. So guys, do me a favor by clicking on the likes button, turn on the notification bell so that when I drop a new video, it will go a long way. Comment, share, it will go a long way. I remain Aqua FX as I sign out.